Hello and welcome to another episode of Coffee with Capril. Actually, right now I've got tea in there. It's still brewing. I haven't quite got it going yet. My Irish grandmother had a big influence on me when it comes to tea. Can't get enough of it. I wanted to actually share with you a recent experience I just had. If you notice over my left shoulder, it's kind of hard when you're seeing these things in mirror reflections. There's a sketch there of both me and my son Wes, and that was done about 7 years ago when he graduated from college. He and I went out to Bandon Dunes, Oregon. I'd never been to Oregon before, and there's a beautiful golf resort there. Wes is a golfer. I am. I love golf. I'm just not very good. In fact, one of the things I always made a point of with him was anything I wish I had started at a young age, I exposed it to him if I could at a young age. And that way he would have the chance to excel at them. And golf was one of those that I'm really glad he got a passion for. So in any event, we went out there about 7 years ago and we had a good time. But when I turned 60 this year, as I say to a lot of you, time, money's easily replaced, time, not so much. So I'm really big on, now that I turned 60 and have entered life's fourth quarter, I'm really big into trying to, I wouldn't really call it a bucket list, but just kind of get done the things that I've always really thought about doing, wanted to do, etc. And one of those was to take him to Scotland to play golf. And boy, did we have a fabulous time. The weather was great. The golf was fantastic. In fact, yours truly, got a hole in one, if you can believe it. Number 13 at Kingsbarns. Now, again, I'm not a great golfer. I'm really not. On a good day, I'll shoot a 90, which is what I shot that day. Of course, I went double. I could have broken 90, but nonetheless, it was a great time. And when I got the hole in one, the place, our caddies, everyone just erupted. I didn't even see the ball go in the hole. I had hit it left of the green because that's kind of like the bailout spot. And it rolled, as often courses out there do. They're links courses, so there's a lot of roll. And this thing was rolling across the green pretty fast. And so I knew that it was probably going to go not only to the other side of the green, but in a bunker. So I turned my vision to see where it was going. And then everyone started screaming. Guess it hit the pin. Well, not guess. It hit the pin and went in. And when you do that there, boy, they treat you like a celebrity. I mean, the marshal comes out right away and gets your information. And then when you get to the clubhouse, what did they give me? I got a book. I got a little thing of scotch. I got a flag that says hole in one. And then they're going to put my name up on the board in the clubhouse for having gotten a hole in one. So anyway, that was a lot of fun. That was a great way to to end the trip. And the only reason I'm sharing this with you, other than to maybe do a little humble bragging about getting the hole in one, because again, if you've played golf with me, you know that I don't deserve a hole in one. Wes, who is like a 2 handicap, has never had a hole in one, so he'll get it. But in any event, he was very happy for me. I was happy. It was a great experience, time to share with him. But again, I just wanted to point it out because these are those quality moments of life. And if you have the opportunity to do them, to me, that's what planning should all be about. I planned this trip for 2 years, set aside money every single month. Wasn't cheap, but it was worth every dollar, that I spent. So I encourage you to do the same. If there are certain things you want to do, especially with certain people, it's time to do it. As I may have mentioned in my last video from last month, and maybe I did not, but my stepdad of 50 years just passed away. And again, anytime you go through that experience like that, you're constantly reminded of the good times and the lost opportunities. So the great thing about him is I did get the chance to tell him I loved him the night before he died. He was at home. We knew we were getting towards the end. And I told him I loved him. He told me he loved me. And then I left. And then the next morning, Mom called and said that he had passed. So probably about as good a way to go. I mean, if you think about it, he didn't linger too long. I mean, he had been ill for some time, but it was only maybe in the last month or so. Anyway, these are those reminders. Okay, I'm not trying to get them all in. It's part of life. But these are those reminders to make sure that whatever it is, maybe it's a conversation you want to have, maybe it's a place you want to go, maybe it's a skill you want to learn. Maybe you want to learn a language, whatever. Remember, I say it all the time, someday never comes. So take advantage of the present, shape the present that you want, and try your hardest to live life without regret. You can't do anything about mistakes, but you can certainly do things going forward. All right. So a little bit of inspiration there for you today. Hope you didn't mind me, taking advantage of the time here and sharing with you the trip. We actually got a better photo than this one. This was actually done off of a photo. And I don't know if Wes is going to go ahead and he created this. See, I keep pointing the wrong way. He had that done. It's funny. I'm looking at it and I'm like 25 pounds heavier that one that I am now. So maybe I will get him to redo it. But actually had an even better photo done after this one. So this trip we just went on. All right. Take good care. Talk soon. Bye-bye.